Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode I'm super pumped for because we got new parts, and we always love new parts. So I want to bust this thing open and show you guys what I got. I think you're gonna like it. So let's get this thing open. Some good packing, I guess. Make a mess here. Should just throw it in the garbage. Alright, save that for a little bit later. And here is the most important part. Yeah. That guy right there. So, a little while ago on Instagram, this company, MaXpeedingRods, messaged me and said that they wanted to send me some parts to try out on my truck. So I looked through their website, MaXpeedingRods.com, and they have all kinds of stuff. They're real popular for their coilovers, but most importantly, they have turbos. And that's what we have in this box right here, is a new turbo. So they did send me this thing to kind of do an unboxing and a review on. So we're gonna see exactly how good these turbos are, because these things are dirt cheap. So right now this turbo is $196. You can find it on their website, MaXpeedingRods.com. This one is a GT35. So we're gonna open this thing up and see how good or how bad this turbo really is. So there was a little bit of damage from shipping here. So hopefully nothing's hurt on the turbo itself. But first open it up, and we've got some gaskets here for it's a T3 flange. So the flange gasket there, the outlet gasket there, it's the 4-bolt circular pattern. And then it looks like we've got a drain gasket in there too. So, and here is the goods. Looks like everything is out of there. So the part that got beat up is the actual outlet here on the compressor housing. So let's make sure that's not damaged. And it looks to be okay. So far, it looks to be fairly good. As you can tell, it's got the anti-surge housing here. Typical oil inlet, outlet there. But what's also really neat about these turbos, which you don't see in a lot of cheap turbos, is it's actually drilled and tapped to run coolant through it. So you can oil cool it and water cool this turbo, which is kind of a neat feature for such a cheap turbo. I don't know if I'll actually run coolant through this, but it's always an option. T3 flange here. I believe this is a 3-inch 4-bolt pattern outlet here with the GT35, typical structure. Nice little boost reference line there right in the housing. I always like using that. And I like that it's a threaded fitting, so I can pull it out and put in one of my, push to connect airline fittings in that instead of using a rubber hose. But so far, the overall, it's comparable to any other Chinese made turbo out there. I'm currently using a VS Racing 7875 on the S10, and this really seems to be just as good, if not better, because of the water cooling capability of this turbo than the VS Racing. So for the money, just out of the box, first impression, it seems like a great turbo for the money. It's also really nice all of the bolts here are paint penned. So after they tightened it, they marked it. So you know that everything's tight, good, and checked. So this is the MaXpeedingRod GT35 Turbo. Now they also sent me some accessories for this turbo. And what this is, if I can get my razor to actually cut. So what this is a cast 90. Oh no! The cast 90 for mounting it. So that goes right on there. This will V-band to a 3-inch V-band, so right off like a turbo header or anything like that with a 3-inch V-band. It's a nice cast piece. You could cut open this, put in your wastegate right on top of there. Nice heavy duty unit. But yeah, so this is gonna make mounting this turbo a lot easier. It's drilled for T3 and T4 also, so it can work on a bunch of different turbos. So that's just a nice little accessory to have. It really helps making mounting them easier. I wish I would have had one of these for that turbo there instead of having to make my own basically. But so that's kind of a cool little accessory there. So by now you guys are probably wondering, Robbie, why did you get a GT35 turbo? Isn't that a really small turbo compared to the turbo that I already have on the truck? And the answer is yes, this is a very small turbo. This turbo is by itself is really good for 4 and 6 cylinder engines. It has, you know, a power potential of 500 to 600 horsepower. So the reason I got this turbo is because, now this is where you guys come in. I need you guys to like this video and share this video and go check out MaXpeedingRod.com. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook, all the social media. Based on the performance of this video and my approval of the turbo, they're actually going to send me another one of these turbos and another one of these elbows so that the S10 is going to have twins, baby. We're going to be switching over from a single 78-75 turbo to twin GT35s. So I already know that these turbos work really well because even Richard Holdner has done a video testing these turbos, these exact turbos from MaXpeedingRods. And with low boost, he was able to make over 700 horsepower. And that's going to be right where I want to be with this engine. That's where I'm kind of at already. That's crank horsepower, that's flywheel horsepower, which I'm guessing that the 78-75 turbo in this and the combination that we were at was right around 700 crank horsepower. So with these, there's also going to be a lot quicker response time, so it's going to spool a little bit faster and hopefully pick up a little bit of ET a mile an hour on the 60, you know, on the 60 foot, the front half of the track, because I do want to start doing a little bit more 8th mile no prep stuff. So that's going to really help there. Well, there you have it, folks. The MaXpeedingRod GT35 Turbo. It's a go for me. I really can't say anything bad about this turbo yet. Again, guys, do me a favor. Go to their website, MaXpeedingRod.com. I'll put it in the description below. MaXpeedingRods.com. And check out their Instagram, check out their Facebook. Pick up one of these turbos for yourself. So stay tuned for more awesome content, including these turbos. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the next one.